welcome to everyone present here, especially our friends from the media fraternity who have taken time out to grace this occasion with their presence today. We hope each of you are safe and healthy in these truly unprecedented times. Thank you all for being a part of Canadian Wood and MAC Project's journey, as we will be announcing an important partnership between the two. On this momentous occasion, we have with us Mr. Pranesh Chibar, Country Director, Canadian Wood, and his Dr. Nawab Mir Nasir Ali Khan, Promoter and Managing Director, MAC Projects Private Limited. Both these gentlemen have immense experience in promoting sustainable living. They will take you through the objective of this association and what Canadian Wood and MAC Projects aim to achieve through this partnership. I would now like to introduce Mr. Pranesh Chibar, Country Head, Canadian Wood, also known as Forestry Innovation Consulting India Private Limited. Pranesh has been associated with the woodworking industry for over 20 years in his career span of 40 years. He has held senior assignments in multinational companies over the years, enriching himself with a wide experience in domestic and overseas operations. In his current role, he has been instrumental in starting many innovative initiatives for promoting Canadian wood lumber and its applications in India. Requesting Mr. Chibar to now share light on how Canadian Wood has been promoting the use of sustainable wood in India through their consistent efforts. Mr. Chibar, over to you.
Thank you, Anjali. Thank you very much for the lovely introduction. A very warm welcome and many thanks to you, my friends, on behalf of Canadian Wood, for having taken time out to join us in celebrating the launch today of the Canadian Wood Villa at the DPR Greens. I also take this opportunity to announce that we shall meet here again in about 6 months for the inauguration of this beautiful villa, which we launched today with accompanying fanfare. I know this may come as a surprise to many, but this is how quick it is to build with wood as against conventional methods and materials. Canadian Wood, formerly known as the Forestry Innovation Consulting India Private Limited, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Forestry Innovation Investments, known as FII in short, a crown agency of the government of British Columbia, Canada. British Columbia happens to be the westernmost province of Canada, with forestry as a key economic activity. FII is a not-for-profit organization engaged in spreading awareness about Canadian wood species and educating the target audience about their properties and possible applications. And it has the mandate to promote its forest products in the offshore markets. Canadian Wood has been active in India since 2014, when we set up an office and a display center in Mumbai. Later, in 2016, we added 2 more offices at Gurgaon and Bangalore to effectively respond to the potential in northern and southern areas, respectively. We began operations by engaging with the woodworking industry in India, what was internally referred to as retail industry, joinery, milling, carpentry, including manufacture of furniture, doors, windows, and door window frames were some of the earlier applications we were engaged with the factories. Later, the engagement expanded to applications such as handicrafts, paneling, planning, solar, gazebos, and so on. While we were at it, we soon realized that Indian woodworking industry is highly fragmented, with many small and medium-scale factories all over India. Thus, it necessitated that we start engaging with timber traders across the country to help set up a network of stockists who would stock and make available the 5 distinct Canadian wood species to the manufacturers at short notice, in smaller volumes, and at frequent intervals. Today, I am happy to share that there are 41 Canadian wood stockades spread across 23 Indian cities, and the numbers are growing. Subsequently, about 3 years ago, FII began exploring the vastly untapped potential of building with wood in India. This was in response to the growing interest evinced by the HNIs, real estate developers, and the hospitality sector primarily. As many of you may be aware, building with wood is pretty common in Canada and North America, where the process has evolved over time and has been scientifically honed to even develop building codes. This is what made us confident to introduce and make available that expertise in India. I'll pause here and request to play the video on the wood structures done with Canadian expertise. Could you please play the video, Wood Structures in India and Abroad? Thank you very much. I hope you like the video and the structure it showed. However, the challenge we encountered was that the real estate industry in India, who was highly accomplished building with concrete, was found wanting in the knowledge and local skill sets required to build with wood. That is when we at FI India decided to embark on identifying potential builders and contractors for sharing knowledge with and imparting training through seminars, webinars, training workshops, and wood colleges, etc. Besides sharing best practices to help develop local expertise. Additionally, we began supporting the developers by arranging the required architectural and structural engineering expertise from Canada to build with wood. It is common knowledge that Canada is one of the largest producers of softwood lumber in the world and is acknowledged as a global leader in certification and sustainable forest management, with its province of British Columbia at the forefront. It's thus kind of obvious that using Canadian wood species helps sustain forests and thereby mitigate global warming. Rather than hearing the story from me, please take a quick look at the short video on the story of BC Wood. Please, will you play the video, story of BC Wood?
There are few places on Earth that can match the diversity and richness of Canada's forests. Forests are an important part of Canada's natural ecosystem and central to its economy, making up just under half of its landscape with 8 major forest regions and a vast diversity of wood species. From planting and seeding to manufacturing lumber, the forest sector in British Columbia and Canada is an interconnected industry of forest management and wood processing. This includes planting, tree harvesting with modern, high-tech machinery, and sophisticated wood product manufacturing. The entire cycle is planned around responsible resource management. In British Columbia, forestry and wood product manufacturing are a fabric of our culture, our communities, and our people. Our forests provide a sustainable supply of wood for lumber and mass timber products, while protecting our environmental and social values of wildlife, water, community, economic interests, and First Nations peoples. British Columbia is a global leader in sustainable forest management. Forestry practices in British Columbia ensure that environmental, social, and economic needs are met for current and future generations. This matters to our customers and sets us apart from other supply regions globally. Wood products from British Columbia come from legal, sustainably managed forests. By law, less than 1% of the forests are harvested annually, with 3 trees planted for every single tree harvested. This commitment to forest regeneration results in 200 million new seedlings planted every year, ensuring replenished forests for the future. Canadian wood suppliers provide certified products under the Forest Stewardship Council, FSC, and the Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification, PEFC. These strict international certification standards add additional assurance of the global protection of forest resources and make Canada a reliable and sustainable provider of wood products. State-of-the-art technology and machinery, incorporated in our forestry practices and through our highly productive, efficient sawmills, support the production of Canada's quality lumber. After harvesting, logs are transported to sawmills for manufacturing. At the sawmill, the logs are cut to target lengths and loaded into a debarking machine to remove the bark. Next, logs are processed through primary breakdown equipment like head rigs and chip-in saws and are turned into lumber. The lumber is then sawed to specific widths and trimmed to specific lengths as it passes through secondary equipment like edgers and trimmers. A scanner will show if the lumber requires any further trimming. Next, the lumber is sorted by thickness, width, length, and sometimes by grade attribute. It is stacked, which may include stacking on sticks for kiln drying. When the lumber is dry, it is ready for final processing. Some lumber goes through a planer mill to be made smooth. Whether plain or rough, the lumber is then graded and trimmed. It is sorted by size and by grade, then finally packaged for shipment. This results in the most efficient yield of the best quality lumber. Once the lumber is packaged and prepared for shipment, it is loaded onto a network of trucks and rail cars for delivery to shipping ports for distribution around the world. Independent studies confirm that the CO2 stored in wood products far outweighs any extra CO2 generated by the efficient manufacturing and shipping of Canadian lumber around the world. Lumber produced from British Columbia and Canada is durable, strong, and versatile. Superior working properties offer design flexibility and durability. Canadian lumber products can be bent, shaped, or assembled as required, making it ideal for countless indoor, outdoor, and structural applications such as windows, doors, gazebos, and furniture like tables and chairs. Canadian wood species are also easy to face laminate, edge glue and/or finger joint, and standard sizes and grades ensure that the same high-quality product reaches the client each time. Canadian wood products bring warmth and natural beauty to an interior and exterior application or furniture product. It can be sanded to create a smooth surface, has a superior coating appearance, and can easily take any stain or finish. Across Canada and North America, wood products are influencing design and construction, not only for interior and exterior applications, but also the construction of buildings. Mass timber products are changing the way buildings are constructed, allowing for immense spans and taller buildings made of wood. Canadian wood products are being used in a wide range of buildings and products, showcasing the versatility, strength, and durability of lumber from Canadian forests. That is why using Canadian wood is a natural choice.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. You can get a hard copy or the PDF of the script for this video from the agency. Getting back to our topic at hand, I would be delighted to highlight India's rich history of building with wood. These time-tested structures